Greetings one and all, this is Lloyd Brown and welcome social media family to my vlog, which is the start of another series. And it's in answer to my own series of being Lloyd Brown. Now, I have to say that I wasn't really looking for any responses at all. I was mindful of the response that I would get. And that more or less took place when I actually watched all the episodes myself before I made them public. So by you being able to see the series should make you understand that I have no regrets in doing so. Because I'm a human being. I'm a human being first before anything else. And I don't care what walk of life you come from. Everyone is human and everybody do the stink. So I'm talking from that perspective, I have no issues or no regrets whatsoever. However, in letting you know about me and my life and my connection with music and how music in essence has saved my life, I need to heal from this. And that video series was the start of me healing. I stated that the road will not be easy, and it's not easy. It's not easy. Some people will say a day at a time, but for me it can literally be an hour at a time. I can be up here 1 hour and way down there the next. And it's not exclusive to me. Yes, I'm in the public eye. Yes, I'm a public figure. Yes, I'm an established reggae singer, but I'm still a human being with feelings and emotions and moods. As Jacob Miller would say, mixed up moods and attitudes won't work. Love that song. So I've decided to start another series, and it's by way of therapy to me. Now, it could be said, well, you need to take your own time and do that in your own space and what have you, and not share that with a potential 6 billion people. But I beg to differ. Because this in essence is therapy for me. I don't know how long this series is going to last, just like the other series, but I will stop when I think it has reached a natural conclusion. So this episode is going to pertain to the subject of simply letting go. Letting go. The one thing that I think that I've sustained in my life, with everything that's gone on in it, is the inability to let go of things that I just don't have any control over anymore. I was told by someone when I asked them what's wrong with me, how do I behave in certain situations, and this person told me that with every single situation that happens to me that I'm involved with, I deal with it with the same intensity. Whether it be I'm in debt, or I have an argument, or somebody's dog just crapped outside my gate, I deal with all those things with the same intensity. I don't give preference to one over the other. And in essence, it's kind of draining. And not only that, I hold on to those things. I put them in a filing cabinet. And whenever I go through more crap, it gets brought up. So it adds more to my head. Speaking what I spoke about in the Being Lloyd Brown series was a release. It definitely was a release for the purpose of not having to tell that story again. But it has come to the conclusion that in order for me to have done that, there's got to be an element of letting go. And it's not just letting go of those events. It's actually letting go of people too. Some people. You can go through life basically dealing with people on a professional, platonic, and intimate levels. And you will be treated accordingly based in their mindset as to where they want you to be in their lives. And it doesn't matter how you feel about them, you know, whether you rate their musicianship, you know, whether you rate their artisanship, whether you love them as a human being. You can't stop people treating you the way they treat you if their heart, mind, body and soul is entrenched in that way. And if it's going to cause you nothing but pain in the long run, don't matter how much you love them, you got to let them go. Yes, and I know there's a saying that if you love somebody, you got to set them free. It's kind of hard to do that, but if you have any respect for yourself, you got to let shit go. And that ties into not so much a saying, but it all ties to an opinion that a lot of my friends, a lot of my friends, true friends, have told me. And some of these friends, they don't even know each other, but they know me. I'm the common denominator. And they've all said one thing. They said, Lloyd, you got to forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself. And I actually went on Google and I typed out, how does one forgive themselves? And of course, there's many different answers. And there's many different commonalities within the answer. But the bottom line at the end of the day is that you have to kind of internalize it from your perspective in order for you to forgive yourself. And the only way you can do that is just letting shit go, letting people go. Before I started the Being Lloyd Brown series, someone of their knowledge of me starting to do the series literally asked, is my name going to be mentioned? Not, how is Lloyd? How is he doing? Is he okay? Can I help out with anything? What does he need? No. Is my name going to be mentioned? And that person wasn't the only person who had that mindset. Somebody else had that mindset as well. So they were more worried about me mentioning their names as to my own welfare, as to my own state of mind. And I thought that was absolutely amazing. What do you do with people like that? What can you do with people like that? What can you achieve from here on in with people like that? When their worries are made plain for you to see and hear. There's not a lot you can do. So, at this point, whether it be my therapy or my healing, the first thing I need to do is to forgive myself. And I have to be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know how to forgive myself. But at the same time, I must live with gratitude. And when I fall on my knees and pray to the Almighty, the first thing I say is, I am thankful for what I have, and I'm equally thankful for what I don't have. That goes without saying. My days are pretty eventful in my head. And in me expressing what's in my head, some people might think, boy, what's up with Lloyd? He's cracking up. No, I'm not cracking up. Boy, what's wrong with Lloyd? He's committing professional suicide here. You ain't got a clue. You ain't got a clue. You have not got a clue. What's in here, what's been in here, and what I'm carrying every day. My true friends know. They know. So, where I stand at this minute, at this point in time, even the way I approach music now has changed. It's changed. I look at people like Amy Winehouse and Billie Holiday, and I get it. I totally get it. Where they put their hearts on the floor in releasing their feelings to the world. I totally get it. I'm not into the stock phrases and stock rhymes and all that bullshit anymore. Not to say that I write bullshit, but the way I write songs from now on, if I am going to write any more songs, is of that nature. Some people will appreciate love it, some people ain't going to like it. But in order for me to even get to that point with my creativity, I've got to let stuff and some people go. Because I've noticed that now, because I'm not an asset to some of these people, they've dropped me like a bad habit. And that tells me enough. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. It just confirms to me what I've known for a while, but just wanted it confirmed. It's a shame it had to take my mindset being lower than average for it to be the case, but hey, it's what it is. So my first thing that I need to do is let shit, stuff, and people go. Some people go. That's my first step in my recovery. So I want to thank the people who has been a constant in my life, in the betterment of my life. I want to thank all of you. You know who you are. I don't need to make it public. You know who you are. And I want to thank those that have reached out. And I want to thank those for their understanding of my situation and where I need to be. So, thank you. And with that, I'm going to bid you guys adieu for now. And as always, you don't know the coup. People, please abstain from foolishness. Even my own foolishness, I've got to abstain from. I need to abstain from my own foolishness. Okay? So, until we link up on the next one, people stay blessed. Magan.